All right, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks for supporting the event. Very much appreciated. This is kind of a call it a backup or a fill-in showcase. Originally, we were going to have some Super Castlevania 4 for everybody, but unfortunately, Kenshin had something come up and wasn't able to participate this time around. So I'm not going to do a ton of talking during, well, call it the set list, whatever you like to call it. But there's basically two types of stages to give you guys a little insight of how the game works. There's two types of stages. There's battle stages and there's field stages. Icons that you see, a red dot, are just a button press aside from analog stick, so you can use anything aside from the analog stick. Green is hold. Arrows are the analog stick, and you'll see like multiple actions and stuff like that. So what Mal and I have done is we basically, on the spot a few days ago, we put together a set list for you guys, a little showcase. We're going to rip through them. There's a whole bunch of party aspects to the game. I'm not going to be shifting party members too much for the sake of just getting it done. But yeah, let's get right into it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Crank up the volume. I will turn up the capture card so everyone gets a good amount of the game volume, and enjoy. All right, so we bailed on starting the timer, and that's 110% on me. But I mean, I know the list, so it's fine. We don't need a timer. It's all good. So this is gonna be a field stage. So this one's gonna be a little bit different. You're gonna notice the green notes are gonna kind of go up and down. So this one's gonna combine the hold notes with the analog stick. Yeah, the fights are definitely completely impactful in terms of how they work. So like when you're silenced, you can't use certain skills. You can have tons of different loadouts for different characters. There's actually like quests and stuff like that in the series mode. So you actually try and accomplish certain goals during songs, whether it be like use a certain amount of, you know, magic skills or defeat a certain number of enemies. That's where all the different party members come into play. The game itself has over 500 songs right now, which is pretty wild to me. It's not just Final Fantasy either, it's other like Square titles. So in the field stages, things like, hey, we did it. Part's oddly tough. Because half of those are releases, not presses. So. But in field stages, your party's like agility, for example, matters because it impacts how fast they travel, which impacts how many encounters you get. You can have characters, and the reason I swapped parties here for the field stage is because now we have a character with haste and haste march. So we get like more encounters. It's a lot of fun. If you like level grinding, there's a lot of number go up because there's just so many characters. Hey, we did it again. So this is the Invincible from Final Fantasy III. The first one was like a opening version from a previous rhythm game, which I know a lot of you are like, Final Fantasy has a rhythm game, and then everyone else is even more surprised to learn that there's more than one. This was primarily a game on handhelds with touchscreen, so this is like the first iteration that has controller support, for example. So skills work basically based on a certain number of note types. So whether it be regular note presses, a certain number of hold notes, a certain number of directional notes. So skills have like a criteria for how many notes that you have to hit, and the stronger the skill, the more notes it obviously takes. And some skills are like halfway through the song, or like a quarter, halfway, and 3/4 of the way through the song will automatically activate, for example. So there's kind of a lot of diversity in how they activate. A little Final Fantasy IV action for everyone. Your health in stages, for example, are actually related to your party's health. So like, the stronger your party gets, the more like chance you have to make mistakes. You have some holds here that end in arrows. Also, if this is looking a little much, there's two easier difficulties. And there's also some stages that have a harder difficulty, but not every stage has a harder difficulty than this. And a fan favorite, we had to include Battle at the Big Bridge. How could we not? He can do it. He tried it last time he was here. game has so many versions of this song, and somehow the original is still, like, the best. Nice. Honestly, the hardest part about the game, I think, is when you get thrown off and you maybe accidentally press a note that you shouldn't. It kind of impacts the whole flow of things, and trying to pick up where you left off or where you made the mistake is probably one of the hardest things. I'm a big Final Fantasy VI fan, so we're going to get 2 Final Fantasy VI tunes. 2.5? 2 and a 10th. 15? There's a battle medley we're doing at the end for everybody, so stay tuned for that one.
Spoiler.
No. Oh, notifications. Professional streamer. My brain always feels like this is a Kirby Superstar song. There's just parts of this song that make me feel like Kirby Superstar. I think that makes sense. This part. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I guess I didn't explain, there's also tons of summons. You're only seeing Phoenix because that's the summon stone I have equipped. But there's tons of different summon stones that you can get along the way, like treasures from winning battles and stuff. And they all have different like perks and boosts, so whether it be an experience boost to help your characters level faster, or physical attacks do more, magic attacks do more, etc. The summon itself is obviously more powerful depending, you can get things like Knights of the Round. I believe the Phoenix one I have on just for, I think, experience? Experience plus something else at the moment. I was leveling characters up to star level 9. little overlay that you're seeing too is actually built in terms of game settings, and it's like adjustable. You can tweak kind of like what you want to see. You can adjust note speed and stuff like that, and a bunch of different other things. You can disable the overlay entirely. You can fade the background screen, the background of the screen, so you can like more prominently see the notes. There's tons of different customizable options in the game, which is pretty sweet. We're gonna do something, I guess, a little left of normal for Final Fantasy VII. I want to try and sneak in a few field stages. And it's so easy to just pick like battle songs. I'd say definitely like field stages are easier. Usually like less going on. Exactly. It's just so catchy, right? Alright. Final Fantasy VIII. Objectively the best battle music. Stating this as a fact. It's funny because the combat is so fun and I would love to watch more of it, but especially during certain songs, I'm like, I dare not look away. Alright, Final Fantasy IX, Final Battle. It's weird. Like I've played better when I'm not consciously thinking about what's going on. And the thing is, when you make a mistake, you have to consciously think about where you are, and that makes it harder. If that makes any sense. And the game really eases you into it. Like, if you play on basic, it's like real basic. So it has like a good kind of difficulty scaling. If anyone thinks, all right, I'd like to try this, but I might get bodied by far too many notes in a rhythm game. They really kind of work up to it. I've just started doing like supreme difficulty stuff for fun once in a while. Alright, apparently Blitz Off doesn't like staying in my favorites, because that was supposed to be next, but I'll find it after. We're getting 10-2 before we're getting 10. They're all the same note. Don't let the game tell you otherwise. I was gonna say remind me to go back to Final Fantasy X at the end of this, but the next time I was gonna speak was literally at the end of it. All right, we'll go find Blitz Off right quick. I don't know why it won't stay in my favorites. Maybe I didn't play a song after I added it to my favorites and it didn't save? I don't know. In addition to items too, there's like items that help you. You can have potions that auto-activate Phoenix Downs, which prevent like one death of the party and stuff. You actually have you have healer characters too. This is another thing that you can do. Like you can set up your party if you're having trouble with certain stages. You can swap out a more aggro party for like a more healing-based party. It's yeah. All right, back to the favorites. Where were we? Alright, we got some Mystic Quest, because we have to include Mystic Quest. Yeah, over 500 songs. Just, again, throwing that number out there, it's absurd. Solid perfect chain. So we're actually going to play a Final Fantasy Tactics battle tune because it's not included in the upcoming song. And this one's called Anti-Pyrectic because Final Fantasy Tactics battle songs apparently have like epic names. All of them do. I love Tactics. Tactics is just so much fun. Alright, here we go. The big medley for everyone. So this is the battle medley from this rhythm game specifically. So the opening theme was, I believe, from one of the previous rhythm games. But yeah, enjoy this one. This one's a good time. Oh. Hey, we got through it. I love how it rounds back to the start. It's so good. Alright, we're gonna do one more field stage to cap things off. Something a little more chill to end the set list. Chrono Trigger pack was fairly recent. All the Chrono Trigger songs are good. All right, and that's Final Bar Line. That's the songs that I had planned. So I hope you folks enjoyed it. This was a little last minute to throw in place of that other run, but yeah, I figured it would make a good kind of change of pace for everyone. Again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting Game Over Cancer. We really appreciate it. We've got more tonight for you guys. We got a Mega Man 9 race coming up next, and then we've got Metroid after that, Zero Mission. Then of course we've got a full day Saturday and Sunday. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna be back in a moment with some Mega Man 9, and yeah, thanks again for supporting the event. It's much appreciated.